Yeah, that should be better. Okay, welcome everybody. My name is Christy. I'm sure for most of you, you're new here because, according to YouTube, I have 13 subscribers. So pretty easy to keep track of 13 people, let me tell you. But, yeah, I'm always trying something new. Mostly cooking. I do have a few things going on in the kitchen right now for renos. I like to put up stupid little posts about nature, animals. You know how that is. But I've decided on for my Friday releases, because if you're new here, I try to release a video every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So it used to be full videos. I had a really crappy few weeks here. I had my first panic attack, and I don't really want to go into it or anything, but it drained me for quite a while mentally. So I've been slacking. I've been doing a lot of behind the scenes videos instead of in front of the scenes videos, but I'm back. So you've been warned. But yeah, so we're just going to do like we do. I mean, again, I don't have a whole lot to show you right now in my life besides that I can cook and I can bake, and yeah, I'm going to cook and bake for you. Maybe if I get enough subscribers, one of the things I'd love to do is like actually do a meal where we sit down and do like a live thing where we can cook together, eat together, and, you know, just socialize, which I think would be great. It could be like 6 years from now before that ever happens because of how slow these channels can grow, especially I think one like this being a cooking channel. But whatever. I don't care. I'm in it for the long haul. This is more of a mental health thing for me than it is, like, let's make money out of it. Would I like to make money? Yes, because, I mean, it would be my main source of income or only source of income besides disability, which I would like to get off of. But unless I win the lottery, that's not going to happen. So anyways, enough about me. I'm sure I've blabbered on long enough. Today's recipe, what is it? It's some sort of apple cookie. I mean, it'll say in the title, that's why you clicked on this, but whatever. It's an apple cookie. Let's start this off. So 1 cup of flour. It's just an all-purpose flour, nothing crazy. I've got half a teaspoon of nutmeg here, and the only reason why you didn't see me do it is because if you've watched this before, I use whole nutmeg, so it's like a nut you have to grind, and it takes up more time than my jabbering. So gotta choose one or the other. And I've chosen to talk to you guys because it makes me feel better. I spend all day alone in my house. Well, that's a lie. It's not all day. And I'm not alone. I should state that. Don't be finding me. I got big dogs. But, you know, I don't have a lot of people I talk to. I have my mama and my daughter who's 19. So she's practically an adult. And then I've got my best friend. And that's it. That's my people. But they're good quality people, so it's all the people I need, to be honest. But I don't get to chit chat as much. Alright, see how quickly that went? I didn't even talk about anything else. We put in a teaspoon of baking powder and a teaspoon of cinnamon. Now this, I was gonna say mix it up. Yeah, I'm not magic. I mean, it is close to Halloween. How cool would that be if we could just be like witchy powers just for Halloween? I'd be down. I'd start decorating for Halloween if that was the case. I did love Sabrina when I was growing up. So, okay. So that's it for that. Nothing crazy. Just let some air into it. I'm sure you've seen me do this before with the strainer, like a metal strainer. Again, either way, it's breaking up clumps. It's adding in air. It's always good to go. So, because this is a baking recipe, unfortunately, most of the stuff, that I am going to be doing will be in the blender. Which, as you know, I don't usually talk for the blender. So, I'll put on some cool YouTube friendly tune because you can't pick anything really cool. And yeah, I'll just do my usual type on the screen, show you what I put into it, and then we'll come back to me again and, we'll scoop these bad boys out and, get them done. Oh, and the apples. I don't know how many of you are familiar with what's called a Johnny apple peeler. It's a fantastic tool. It's been around for a long time. And they're actually relatively cheap if you can find them. I ended up buying mine off Kijiji, off some old man for, I think it was like $10. So I don't know if I got ripped off or not, but I don't care. It saves a lot of work for me. So very happy with that. So I will be showing that too. Again, there's no reason for me to talk about it. It's pretty simple. You just stab an apple and, I mean, if you got questions, ask them. I need more comments. I don't have enough comments, people. You need to start leaving me comments. So, and again, for those of you that aren't my family and friends, now actually, you know what? If you are my family and friends, still spread the word. Let people know. I'd love to get other people's recipes. Maybe you have your own family recipe. I'd love to try it out. I don't do wasteful things though. So these TikTok fads of doing things on your counter or Kay's cooking, Candy's cooking. I mean, yeah, I don't do that. I don't waste food. I live in Canada. I live in Alberta. Groceries cost me enough money. They do not get wasted. Even if my meal doesn't turn out, we choke that down because there's no way food's getting wasted. Thankfully, I'm a great cook. That hasn't happened. So you don't have to choke down my food. It's delicious. So, but yeah. So any suggestions, by all means, send them in. Even if you watch us years from now, I mean, send me a message. I mean, it doesn't matter. Anytime I get a message, I will be checking it out and I will go through recipes and pick and choose and see what we can and can't do and what I've got ingredients for. Cause again, where I am, I gotta be selective. There's certain ingredients I might not be able to get. Actually, Amazon has everything. Who am I kidding? Okay. So that's it for here. Let's head over to the blender. And we're back. So I think I went off on a tangent, like you see a butterfly and you go completely left field. So my Friday segments are going to be baked goods. It's going to be called like something along the lines of like get baked with me. Yes, it's a spin-off of something else. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. Don't tell YouTube. I don't want to get canceled before I get started. But, yeah, no, I think it's something that's a bit more me, so I'd like to give it a shot. Yes, I'm digging in my fridge. I apologize. But yeah, I want to do the Fridays. Come get baked with me, and we'll bake something. Today it's apples. So who knows what it'll be next week or the week after that. So first things first, I've got the butter, I got the eggs, I got the sugar. It's all blended, good to go. I got to deal with these guys, which means I have to set this up. And then okay, now this is where I think I want to toast these a little bit before I put them in. So yeah, okay. So we're going to stop. You won't know we've stopped, obviously, because it's just going to be a quick stop and go for you. But I'm going to roast up some of these pecans to put in, and I'll get those apples ready to go because everything else at this point just gets stirred and folded in. So I don't have to worry about using the blender. So yeah, that's it. So I guess I might as well stay true to my word. I'll go get baked and then we'll get baked over here with some cookies and everything will be perfect. I love it. It's going to be a good day. It's a good day to film. Check to make sure my microphone didn't die. That's silly. Silly, silly, silly. Okay, here it is. I've got less than like a few minutes to do this because my timer's on my phone, which means I got to get these apples peeled before it possibly cuts out my video. So this is what a Johnny apple peeler is. It's pretty cool. I know the suspense is killing you. So you stab it down the center. Obviously, it works best when you have a more evenly shaped apple, but it still works the same nonetheless. I've had zero issues. This is the best part. Bam, done. You can run your finger through the centers if you have to make sure that you've got all of the seed out. But that's it. If you're doing something where you want the seed too, this has an option to stay back, which is also really freaking awesome. So if you wanted to just maybe slice it up for a snack, or maybe again, you're just doing something where you could use the peel, it's just a fantastic, quick tool to have. So, and the best way to clean it is as soon as you're done with it. Don't let your sugars and stuff get sticky because then you have to go through and really scrub it. You can get away with a really nice hot water rinse with these, if you do it right away. And then that's it. Done. Just like that. 2 apples ready to go. So I'm going to get them sliced up and they'll get folded in. I have my dog back here. Here. Not you. You're barking. You're being rude. Alfie, come here. Come here, Alfie. Here you go, baby. There. Yeah, we don't want it to go to waste, do we? We'll put it in there for now. See, dope. So that's it. I'll get these chopped up before they start to brown on me, and then we'll come back to it when I mix it all together and those pecans are done. I might have said walnuts. I don't know. Pecans. They're pecans. Okay, it smells like toasted pecans in here. Only took 5 minutes, but in all fairness, I did throw it in my toaster oven. Okay, Alfie, I know that everybody else can't see you, but I can see you. And you're right where I'm standing. So, Alfie, come on. Thank you. Go lay down somewhere else. Anywhere else. You have 1,000,001 places you could go lay down right now. You know what? Just in case, because I might not need all this, because I only need a cup. It's just with smaller apples. I figured it'd be better off doing 2. So I'm just going to cut off the little pieces on either end that have any type of skin to them. Oh, I was going to say, I think maybe this one we might have missed some of the core, but we didn't. It was literally just one piece. So let's get this done and cut so that way we can get them in. So again, these are going in cookies. So I would probably recommend like, a dice maybe, just small, because the big chunks of apple, oh, that's cute. A leaf just fell. The bigger chunks of apple are, going to create, I think, just maybe too big of a gap in the dough when you're putting it together. So it might not hold. It might be too moist. Like, I don't know. I don't think I've ever done apples in a cookie before. I've done them in crumbles. I've done them in cakes. I mean, that to me seems pretty normal. Pies, again, very normal. So, yeah, this one's different. So I'm not 100% sure. I have done cookies in the past though that had things like cranberries in it, and they turned out pretty decent. Oh yeah, see, this one does have the seed in it. I don't know if you can see that from there. But I don't think I'm going to need all of it because it says I only need a cup. And it already looks like I'm already there, which means I'm going to have a snack for myself. And this guy that's sitting ever so nicely beside me probably would like some too. So maybe I'll share. Okay, cool. Okay, so that's it. Apple's done. Doesn't take much to it. Did you want this? Good boy. There you go. Okay, I got a dog in the background. There you go. Did you catch it? Oh, first time ever he missed. Too funny. Okay, so now I'm just gonna change out my cutting board because I don't want it to be wet. I'm gonna cut up some of those pecans and we're gonna get this all folded in. I think actually, you know what? While we're sitting here, I'm gonna fold these in right now because again, apples tend to brown once they get exposed. So let's just fold those bad boys in right now. You know what? We'll mix in our flour. We'll get it done too. So again, this is not rocket science. There's no special technique to do this. It's just kind of a stir until it's mixed. You fold in technically the apples and the nuts, but and the oats. There's also oats in here. But the key is just don't overwork it. When something tells you to stir or fold, like it really just means that they don't want you to overwork it because that can mess with what would you say? Like just the dough, it just messes with it. It can get tougher. So that's why certain things you have to like knead for so long so it can form, other things not so much. Okay, so that's it. As you can see, it's mixed. There's still a few flour spots, but because I'm going to be folding in the nuts and everything as well and the oats, it'll work itself in. So I'm not too concerned. So we'll get this cleared up. I'll chop up the nuts and then we'll come back to me mixing. And somebody wants more apple. Okay, here you go. Well, geez, not my fingers. Okay, last step. I was going to say, guys, I really need to stop saying that because in this day and age, it is offensive. So, how about my peeps? No, that ages me. That's so old school. I'm not doing that. Welcome back. No. You know, it's a shame I don't have a blooper reel. This would be really good for it right now. Okay, well, whatever. I'm just going to keep going. I'm not going to introduce. I'm not going to say hi to you because apparently I could be offending some people and I'm not going to do that. So, ridiculous. I don't mean to offend you, by the way. That's what I say. Okay, stop freaking out, Christy. Okay, cup of oats. I cleaned out my cup just in case you were wondering. Had to get a different cutting board. And then this is my cup of chopped pecans. Smells really stupid good. Which, by the way, if you would like to, you can do it without toasting the pecans. If you decide you would like to toast them like I did, it's 350 for 5 to 10 minutes, and I only did 5 minutes, and it was in my toaster oven, so it went quicker. It might take the full 10 minutes if you do it in just a conventional oven, but well, this looks good. I'm very happy with this. So it seems to me like now we actually have some sustenance to this dough now that I've got the oats in it. And the whole point of this, again, so you want to fold in your oats. You just want to continue to move it around. Make sure that every little bit of dough has that oat in it. And then that's it. That's it. So this is pretty much what it looks like. So again, I'll show you the end of it, but there's no reason for me to keep blabbing on. It's just going to be my cookie scoop, cookie sheet, bake at 350 for, I don't know, I guess like 14 minutes. I can't remember. And I'm going to start to smell smoke if I think too hard. It's just one of those days. Also, you'll probably see me in the same outfit doing a different meal because it's a double film day for me. I've been slacking so much and I'm doing this awesome like Mexican meal with protein because there's one thing I've learned being vegetarian. You got to keep protein in your diet and it's a lot tougher when you're not eating meat. So if you're interested in that, please check out that video. If it hasn't come out by now, it should be coming out soon. And yeah, we'll get these cookies baked out so we can see how they actually taste because this one's new to me. Okay, here it is. This is the final product. I don't think I usually say how many cookies I actually make, but you can almost guarantee at least 30 plus cookies, in most of my recipes. But here they are. They're all done. They look a little like white, but they've got a nice dark color underneath. They're very delicious. As far as storage, because it's got apple in it, I think the best thing to do is probably to keep it in the fridge. I've also had great luck with freezing, cake-like cookies, which these are. So I've never frozen apples, but I assume you can. I think it comes in a lot of fruit things like that. So yeah, I mean, that's it. That's them. That's the cookies. They're done. I tried one. It's delicious. I definitely recommend adding the pecans. Great texture. So hope you make them. Hope you enjoy them.